Rugrats Theory, the original PV. Rugrats Theory is a Vocaloid song named and based on the old creepypasta of the same name. It was originally uploaded by Crusher P on September 3rd, 2011, and used Megorina Luca singing in English. It was one of Crusher's first popular songs, and helped with the creepypasta's popularity as a whole, but for various reasons, a lot of Crusher's old work became lost media when she privatized them over the years, and Rugrats Theory was among the victims. It was considered lost for the longest time, with only audio of the original version surviving. However, sometime in 2024, YouTube user Fluffaluf found the original PV while searching through some random unlisted videos and playlists. It did not have the audio, but they were able to stitch the PV and the song together to rebuild Crusher's original upload faithfully. Thankfully, it's considered found once again. Abortion. Abortion was a rock song sung by Rin Kagamine and produced by Kuni. It was released May 1st, 2009, but as the tale goes, it was only up for 1 day on the Japanese video sharing website Nico Nico Doga. However, it was available in audio-only form for a little bit longer on Piapro, a website for sharing Vocaloid music, but was also deleted sometime before August 25th of that year, when Kuni deleted their entire internet presence. The only remaining evidence is a 10-second clip from a Vocarank video, which is a weekly list of new Vocaloid songs posted on Nico Nico. It's theorized that Kuni is under a new identity, so there is a slim chance the song is hiding on an old hard drive. Somewhere. Let's Shine. Let's Shine was a song composed by Pyro, a longtime producer who was known for his experimental technopop style, and for the fact that we actually have a picture of his face. Look at that smile. He's made over 300 songs over the past 15 years, but the one that stood out most to people was Let's Shine because, well, look at it. The girl in the picture looks like she's lived through the war and took some ibuprofen. Sadly, a lot of his discography became lost to time due to account deletions. A search led by Dotto of the VOCALOST Discord server managed to find Piero's Facebook and Twitter, and found that he was still very active. They talked about his missing music, and that alone probably influenced him to go find them. On various Nico Nico live streams in 2024, he played much of his old discography, including his lost songs. The quality's a bit shoddy, but someone managed to record Let's Shine, and it's now available to listen to on YouTube. The unidentified Vocaloid song. Also known by Sweet Hometown, it was rediscovered when someone was browsing through the catalog from an infamous Nico Nico Doga user, Arth. Arth was known for stealing songs, re-uploading them under different names, and claiming them as his own. After he was exposed, he ran off the internet, and most of his songs were later identified. Except for this one. Currently, it's considered a Lost Wave song. The song itself is found, but it's still unknown who made it, or even what the name of it truly is, as Sweet Hometown was the title given by Arth on his re-upload. One-sama to Isho. One-sama to Isho was a song released for the Nico Nico Doga event. The 5th of May is Mako's Day 2010. But it didn't gain popularity until a fan animation used the song a few months later in November. The song's producer, Tatsuro, was a longtime member of the community. He even got a song officially recognized at some point, but unfortunately, he deleted all of his work between 2016 and 2019. Over the years, bits and pieces of his work have been found, but lots have yet to be rediscovered, including One-sama to Isho. To date, only 30 seconds of the PV and around 3 minutes of the audio remain, but considering its popularity and recent activity from Tatsuro, chances are relatively high that this might be found someday. Powerpuff P. Powerpuff P is a producer who is known for using unique drawings of the Vocaloid characters in the Powerpuff Girls art style, where they look surprisingly on model. He was active in the early 2010s, but seemingly got busy with life, and later on, all of his songs would become rare and hard to find. It was known that he released a few physical albums that contain exclusives not seen online, one of which, Nationalism, was rediscovered and had all of the songs documented online. It's possible that some songs are still missing their music videos, but thankfully, all of Powerpuff P's known songs are available in audio form now. Sweet Slave Comedy. For the longest time, this song was considered one of the holy grails of Vocaloid lost media. It became known to the wider community thanks to another Vocarank clip where it caught people's eyes due to its fully 3D animated music video and its cutting off before a guitar solo. The search team found this one very difficult because the producer, Akiba Ota P, had deleted many songs over the years and currently goes under a new identity. It was a relatively popular song with an appealing music video, so it was possible that someone might have saved it. But with all other avenues of search exhausted, the search team had to let it go for a while. On August 27th, 2024, the song was suddenly found complete by a Bilibili user. They claim to have revived it from a dead Bilibili reprint using the tool Billy Plus.
If this wasn't lost media, this would have been a Vocaloid classic.
The Replicon. The Replicon is a lost song by Shudo, where it's notable for being the only of his 2014 songs to earn a Vocarank video, which is unfortunately the only remaining piece of its existence. For whatever reason, Shudo deleted a lot of his old discography in 2019 due to the sudden popularity of Bitter Choco Decoration. The search hasn't really gone anywhere, but since it was relatively popular in the 4-year gap between upload and deletion, chances are high that someone has to have the song. Ring Suzume. Back in early 2011, a contest titled Everyone's Vocaloid Project was held for fans to send in designs for 2 new Vocaloid characters, one for Louis Hibiki and the other for Ring Suzume. In May, the winning designs were chosen, and after, they announced the voice providers for them. Ring was set to be released in December of that year, but was delayed for unknown reasons. A demo of her program was released at a small event called Vocaloid Network, and was available to be used for a limited time in February 2012, but this would be the only time she was available to be used in any form. She would later be stuck in limbo, as her original developers would soon disband, and after a 2014 email was sent by a fan to the recording studio that had a hand in making Ring, Power Effects, they replied saying that they wanted to continue development, but they couldn't due to many obstacles being in place. In 2018, due to a new shakeup in management, Power Effects announced the discontinuation of all of their older Vocaloid products, which basically meant that Ring Suzume was to be abandoned permanently. There are a few publicly released songs that use her voice, so some theorize that the producers behind them may still have her voice demo. It's a big shame because her design looks really freaking cute, like it fits her name well. CU's English Voice Bank. CU is the first dedicated Vocaloid voice bank made for the Korean language. Released in October 2011, she was first met with a mediocre reception due to geopolitical tensions between Japan and Korea, but has later grown a cult-like following due to her soothing voice. She's able to sing in Korean and Japanese, but fans of her had long speculated that she was able to sing in a third language due to extra phonetic sounds in her program that don't exist in the 2 languages. When a fan inquired the voice bank's company, SBS, they replied saying that she was originally planned to have an English voice, and later in February 2012, they officially announced that one was in the works. However, it was doomed to be stuck in development hell. On December 18th, 2013, a fan sent an email to SBS inquiring about development, where they'd reply talking about how the project was currently on hold for unknown reasons. Soon, a decade passed, and there has been no word on Siu's English status. Siu's voice provider, Kim Da-hye, is a controversial figure in the Korean entertainment industry, considering that she was sentenced to 5 years in prison for blackmail in 2020. That, and her voice bank being discontinued in December 2023, means that her English voice will likely be lost permanently. Dr. Willy. Dr. Willy was an early Vocaloid producer who was most known for his covers of various Mega Man songs using Hatsune Miku and original music using Megurine Luka. I would say his style was rather amateurish, but also mysterious at the same time. He was active between September 2008 and May 2010, and seemingly over the years, he deleted all of his songs on Nico Nico Doga. He was probably doomed to be forgotten as his memory faded away. Until 2022, when a Vocaloid fan spotted one of his older songs, Akukan 225, in an old Vocarank clip. The search has been very difficult. Many of his songs only have their titles, descriptions, and thumbnail art to confirm their existence, so the search had to go through deeper ground. Time Machine's audio was found because it was fully used in a 2009 Nico Nico compilation. Searchers would then contact the uploader, and surprisingly enough, he replied and gave them the video files for Fertility Red and The Eastern Sky is Burning, making them fully found. In summer 2023, the song, Unidentified, would be found on a Nico Nico livestream. Around this time, it was also discovered that an old YouTube channel by the name of Naturalistic had reprinted 3 lost songs from Dr. Willy, with those being Defective Blue, The Iris, and The Sand Weeps Within the Sea's Roar. There were more missing songs from Dr. Willy, and even other producers too, but the channel was deleted in 2019 due to copyright, thus making the remainder of the catalog lost once again. The search would then die down until April of 2024, when a user, Aria Nashia, would upload Akukan 225 and Trivial Garbage on YouTube to everyone's surprise. As of the upload date, Dr. Willy has 29 known songs and covers. 21 have yet to be fully found, including 7 that are completely lost. Kenshi Yonezu. Also going by his alias, Hachi, he is probably the biggest name in this video as he is a mainstream name in Japanese pop culture, but he has a lot of his roots in the Vocaloid community, with his first dip into the scene being with the collab song, Idun, in May 2008. Unfortunately, it's now lost, likely due to when the original uploader on Nico Nico Doga removed the video for whatever reason. Thankfully, the lyrics have been saved on a Japanese lyrics wiki website, and 40 seconds of the original 5 minutes of audio have been saved. Masa Works Design. Known simply by Masa, he's a producer known for his unique style of combining electronic rock and traditional Japanese instruments. Once you listen to his music, you can instantly recognize him. Sadly, a lot of his early discography is now considered lost, including his very first Vocaloid song, Kagome Uta. However, I want to focus on what's likely to be the most searched for lost song in the entire community, which is the infamous Interface. It's a song presumably about 2 high school girls killing each other. However, it was likely deleted a month after its release, causing it to lie in obscurity until it was rediscovered in 2019 on a Vocarank clip by Masa fans. The search then began, but it was poorly handled. There was once a time before 2021 where one could view important comments, metadata, and even thumbnails on archive websites of Nico Nico Doga, but this is no longer the case now. It's been a cold case since 2019. To date, there is only the thumbnail and the 10-second clip as evidence for its existence. I will note that this song is infamous for harboring tons of hoaxes and remakes due to its mysterious nature. Masa has gone on record saying that he no longer has access to his old songs, as the hard drives they were on were long gone now. Scapegoat P. What's likely to be the most surprising producer is the story of Scapegoat P. He was an early 2009 producer who made a few songs that I can best describe as really nostalgic. That, and the mysterious MS Paint art used for the covers gave them an odd charm that attracted many to him, myself included. His songs were one of the reasons I got into Vocaloid in the first place. But, like everyone else here, all of his older discography went missing over the years. So, it was the Super Scapegoat Search Squad to the rescue. One theory was that Scapegoat would later rebrand as another old school producer, Wintermute. This is due to a Volcarang clip of his song, Dameda Dameda, using a photo of Wintermute's Warm Life. However, this would be quickly dispelled because for one, Warm Life was released in February 2008, while Scapegoat's first song debuted in August 2009. Second, why would the image allude to Warm Life if the song's title is Dameda Dameda? And of course, both of these producer styles are wildly different. So, the Search Squad closed that theory, but they managed to find another lead. His old YouTube account goes by one of his other usernames. It revealed that Scapegoat has played in a real-life band before, but also his Twitter. People managed to get into contact with him, but when questioned, Scapegoat would not even read his DMs. It was a shocking dead end, so the search significantly slowed down for years. However, something magical happened in October 2024. There's no more need to doubt. Scapegoat has returned. He saw the interest from the VOCALOST community, he searched for his older songs, and surprisingly enough, he managed to find them all. He would later re-upload them onto his new YouTube channel, and would even post his new songs. The 15-year difference with his music and even art style is literally night and day. Special thanks to Mitzi, Coms, and Yuki of the Vocalost server for helping me research this video. They're in a Discord server that specializes in searching and archiving the missing songs of the Vocaloid community. If you're able to help in any way, the link's in the description below.